Okay, hello. A lot of you have been having a hard time with your diet. Now, I just I just want to say to you, do not stress about your diet, and this is why. This is no different than what you've gone through in KFL. So that is why we wanted to precursory somebody to master KFL before they've moved to the KIT program. You know what food prep is. You know what protein, carbs, and fat are. You know what those are if you've done your KFL properly. You know how to feed your body accordingly. These are all things that aren't changing when you've moved over to KIT. So what we've done is all the rage flexible dieting in the fitness industry. We've created a macronutrient goals for you to hit based on scientific body composition, things that we do as personal trainers. So this comes from, just a fun fact, this comes from the labs of, where kinesiologists and people in the science, exercise of science field study athletes, and they found that when they put athletes on these macronutrient diets that they get faster, stronger, leaner, all that kind of stuff. And so now just us, mere mortals, we've learned how to do it. That being said, if you're having a very, very difficult time hitting your macronutrient intake, it's okay. I mean, it's great if you can learn how to do it and master it. You're going to receive great results. But if you do this way as well, you're going to receive great results too. And so I'm going to show you in a minute. I have a handout that I've put at the front desk that I worked on this weekend for the clients. It was something that I was going to give to my KIT clients. Sage's KIT clients are welcome to ask the girls at the front desk for a copy of it as well. I don't want anyone to go without it if they'd like to look at it. And there's a sample of what to do. So in your diet, essentially, what we want to do in this phase 1, if macronutrient counting is blowing your mind at this point in time, what we want to do is we want to hit, for women, 0.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That is going to be different for you all. Men can go on the higher side, 1.2 to 1.7, but us women, we want to go 0.5 to 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. Okay, now that being said, let's use an example. I'm going to use the example of 120 pounds, right? 120 pounds. So that means we are going to take in 120 grams of protein. Okay, so don't fear. I've handed you all of the calculations. I've handed you that little chart that tells you how many ounces, how many calories, all that kind of stuff. So in your food journal, if you want to write down 120 grams of protein a day, if that's what you're given. If you're 150 pounds, look, you're going to go for 150 grams of protein per day. If you're 50 pounds, 160 pounds, whatever, you get the gist of it, right? If you're finding that's too much protein and you're finding that you're getting backed up and your digestive system isn't taking it well, scale it back. This is about you learning how to feed your body properly. There are no mistakes here. As long as you're eating healthy, clean food, no matter what in life, you are fine. So please, please, I do not want to stress enough that there's nothing to stress about. This is all just learning. This is all about feeding our bodies. There are no mistakes here unless, there are no mistakes with clean food. There's no mistakes with eating clean. Okay. All right, so we're gonna write our diet around the 120 grams of protein. Okay, so that's the only thing we're gonna calculate. Okay, so in that book you will see how I've listed all the serving sizes for all the veggies and a lot of those things you can get on the internet as well. You can get serving sizes, calorie count, all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to say that you're allowed 2 servings of starches per day. Okay? 2 servings of starches per day. So write that down. 2 servings of starches per day. So that is also in the list that I gave you. So that's going to be like your oats, your potatoes, your quinoa, yams, all that kind of stuff. You know, we can even put legumes in there. Beans. Beans are a great source of protein and carbs and fiber. What are those? Chickpeas, stuff like that, okay? It's all listed. Find a serving size, okay? A serving size is probably going to be, like, let's say around 100, anywhere from, you know, 25 to 35, 25, let's say 25 to 40 grams of carbs per meal, okay? So that's starches, 25 to 40 grams of carbs per meal. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our fruit. Okay, so servings of fruit are all different. You'll see it on the form. 1 small apple is a serving, as is half a banana is a serving. A cup of raspberries is a serving, where maybe only, you know, 15 grapes may be a serving. All of these things. So we're going to do two servings of fruit per day. Sage might have you at 1, but, you know, if you feel like you need 2, that's great. I eat my fruit around my workout times. That is how I like to do it. Or first thing in the morning, I'll throw a little bit of banana or apple or berries into my breakfast stuff. Okay, so 2 servings of fruit a day. So look at what 1 serving is. That's half banana, 1 small green apple, a cup of berries, all that kind of stuff. It's all there for you. Okay, so now look it, we got it right there. So now we're gonna go unlimited veggies. So add 1 cup minimum of veggies in every meal. So if you're not having veggies in your breakfast, you know, because some people like to have veggie omelets. If you're not having veggies in your breakfast, make sure you're adding 2 cups in your lunch, 2 cups in your dinner, okay? So most veggies, aside from that list that I gave you, corn, carrots, peas are unlimited. Those just add in, okay? You count your calories with those ones. They're not bad. Don't worry. We're going to have them in. We only take them out if your weight stalls. But all the other veggies, you know, your cauliflower, your broccoli, your kale, your you know, your cucumbers, your all that stuff, unlimited. You throw those in, you get as much as you can into yourself of these veggies, okay? So, and then fat, okay? So you're gonna want to have 2 to 3 servings of fat per day, okay? So that's gonna look like around between 30, depending on the size you are, you know, how we've measured you, you know, your height, that's going to be between 30 and 50 calories or grams of fat a day. Okay? So your fat, there are hidden fats in the meats, which we do need to count, but then that's going to be your oils, you know, your healthy oils that you're cooking your food in, your healthy salad dressings that you're going to be making, or, you know, there's the odd ones that you could buy, but healthy salad dressings are so easy to make. I have a bazillion recipes. Also, I will also reference BikiniModelCookbook.com. It's a great online cookbook. I've included a few recipes for you guys to try. There's also a website called HeSheEatClean.com. Everything's fairly free there, and they know exactly what we're talking about here. Okay? And then last but not least, 1 to 2 servings of dairy a day. Whey protein is a dairy. I consider that a dairy serving. Okay? So, so that this might be, you know, you want some yogurt and some fruit in your morning snack, or something that us in the bodybuilding industry use as slow release protein in the evenings to keep our muscle building before, we won't cut this out until, a week before our shows or a month before our shows. We'll do a plain, fat-free, plain Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder mixed in, throw it in the freezer for a little bit, take it out. It tastes like frozen yogurt, or very cold, creamy, yummy, treat kind of style stuff. So a lot of that times, if I'm not losing, if I'm finding my weight loss is going great, I'll maybe have that at night as a snack. So worst comes to worst, set it up like this. Watch my video a couple times. I know I've talked very fast, but I've been talking for 10 minutes. And then this way, if you read my handout and listen to what I've said, all of this should make sense. Okay, so that way, please still count your calories, just right beside your carbs, your calories, all that good stuff. All of this is found in the charts. All of it is found online. If there's any more questions, please let me know. And I hope this video didn't, confuse you anymore. But let's do this. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully this isn't backwards. It might be backwards. I don't know. I can't tell. But remember, you're going to write in your grams of protein for the day. I'm 120 pounds, so 120 grams for me. So I'm going to include 30 grams of protein in every single one of my meals, and then I'm going to get protein here in the morning as well with my protein shake, and that's going to be my 120 for the day. And then in the afternoon, I'm probably going to have, or in the evening, in the afternoon, I'm probably going to have some Greek yogurt, just to fill it out, So there you go. Remember, you can use your KFL recipes as well, BikiniModelCookbook.com. There's a really great He, She, Eat Clean. Don't get too overwhelmed with things on the internet. Sometimes just keeping it simple is great too. Simple, beautiful, delicious, plain food sometimes is the best for us as well. So don't worry, if you have a recipe, you just count it in. How many veggies did I have in this recipe? How much fat did I have in this recipe? Just count it. So it's very, very easy. It just takes some time and some learning. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good, and I will see you in the gym. Goodbye.